All right, good evening, folks. I was not anticipating coming back on the air. I was having just a grand old time playing around with the new Critter Cam, and this is what it looks like to me. It's a picture in a picture. I can control the camera, I can zoom in and out. Christine just went out behind the studio and filled up everything. But before that, we've had a very exciting evening. Now, the crazy part about it was here just not too long ago. Let me zoom in here so I can get that right here. Okay, this is the big news of the day. Is that the one? No, it's this one here. Yes, here she is. Little Miss Piggy herself. So we'll start here. And so she's been eating really well. Everything's been going well. She's been spending more time under the house ever since we saw her curling her tail and picking up things, or out of the studio, excuse me. So there she comes out. And so she just starts eating away. And so so you see how the camera moved right there? This is the new digital camera that you guys bought. And I am so impressed with this thing. It's unreal. And so I'll show you why here in just a minute. But we've had all three foxes in the yards tonight, and it tracks the foxes, the silver foxes. It tracks them as they move around behind the studio here. So she's going to eat here for a while. We're going to see how many people get here, see who shows up. We're just going to let you go through the whole thing so you guys can get a good view of Bertha. We can zoom it in a little bit on her so everybody can get a good look. She got a bug that's taking a free ride here. It came out with her. But she's eating good in the neighborhood. And so we're going to let her go ahead and eat. Yeah, we're about to be grandparents yet again. So we're going to let her walk away. And when she walks away, look right here. And you're going to see a little bitty slit. And just for a second, it looks like a pouch opens up and you can see the face of a baby possum. Just for a split second. Yeah, she's fluffy. Right there. See right there? See it again? See that? All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to rewind it. And we're going to do it in slow motion. Right here. Speed it down to 16. And then we're going to zoom in. So this is the closest I can get to a sonogram for you. Right down here. Right there. Here it comes, see? Look at there. Here it comes again when she walks. See it? Right there. See it there again? Oh, she'll be back to eat more. So let me get this here, and so I'm going to take you guys back to Willard earlier this evening. There's the fox. So yeah, let's just start there. Now, again, it's because of the new... No, I haven't put a cam under the studio yet because I had to install this camera where the other camera was. So I had to have this one to take the old one down. We took the old one down to take it and put it under the studio. The problem is it rained and water goes under the studio when it rains, and I can't, it's full of mud under there right now. I can't get under there to put it in. So as soon as it dries up, I was going to do it today, but it's not quite dry enough yet. As you can see, the ground is still wet. Anyway, as soon as we can get under there, we're going to put it up. I wanted to do it today, but like I said, it was too muddy. So I'm hoping tomorrow I'll be able to get in there. No, it won't bother Bertha because I'm only going to be in there for like a minute. All I'm going to do is drag the camera in there with the cable already connected, both of the screws. There's both of the foxes. And we've had all three of the foxes in the yard tonight. We've had the pup and Spaz and Mama. Oh no, it's only right there where I need to get to is where it's wet. I've already picked where I'm going to put the camera. Yeah, to get under the studio, I've got to climb underneath the back porch of the studio, and underneath the back porch of the studio is where it's muddy. So once you get back up all the way underneath the studio where she's at, it's dry. But right there where I got to go, it ain't so much. Yeah, probably. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it if we had baby foxes. We had the foxes already went up under the house once. It is. That's a pup right there in the back. That's their pup. That's this year's pup. That's Spaz and Spaz Jr. right there. Mom will be by after a while. But anyway, the camera is what's turning that automatically. We never had that tracking ability like that before with the other camera. So thank you guys much. That's what you guys all pitching in together and buying that camera has done for us, is the ability for this thing to track them moving back and forth in the yard like that. See, he's just like Dad. See that? It's Spaz Jr. The more you watch him, because I've seen him 3 times now, and see, Spaz Jr. Oh, as far as I'm concerned, Spaz Jr. is a spitting image of Dad. That's how he got Spaz Jr. This is Junior again, I think. All right, I'm not sure, but I think this is Stewart. Right there. Yeah, see the little bit of white tips? Itty bitty tips. See that? A little bit of white right there. That's Stewart. He's growing like a fucking weed. Actually, he's growing faster than the weeds. I can't believe how big he is. Willard's getting big too. You want to get the dual auto track, the newest. It's dual camera, and just get it. I think they're $200 and some a piece, or $185 a piece, or something like that. And just put those on around your house rather than buy the other ones, and just have it scan back and forth, or just have them looking so they're overlapping going around your house. Have like each one, put it on a corner and have it look across the front of your house and out in front of your yard. Then there's nothing going to get in your yard or on your property with 4 or 6 or 8 of these things. If you had 8 of them, my God, your property would be more secure than Fort Knox. These things are unbelievable. REOLINK. All right, so this is Rio Link right here. So that was the original camera that we had right here. Was this one. That's the original Critter Cam. And so now they have a new one that's a dual lens security that's not Wi-Fi. So it's the dual camera that you want that's not Wi-Fi. Is the one you want. But this is what it looks like right here, but you want it without the Wi-Fi version. But that's what it looks like. Yeah, it can be cable installed. You can install it using a cable. I don't use wireless devices. I don't like to emit a signal that people can detect, and I don't like to emitting a signal that people can hack and be able to see what my cameras are seeing. I want a solid wire between me and it, and that way the people on the outside have no fucking idea where my cameras are, what my cameras are doing, what my cameras are seeing, or whether my cameras are on or off. And the way I set my system up is if you can see my camera, I've already got two cameras that can see you. Yeah, they are. It has a motion sensor light built into it. It auto tracks, has a light, does it all. It's the most badass camera. In fact, my wife thought I was having a stroke or something the other day when I watched this camera for the first time. She was sitting on the other side of the studio, and there was a car going down the road past the studio, and it tracked on the car. I had converted it over to digital track first and then pan tilt track. So the car went flying by in front of the studio. It was breaking the speed limit. It was doing like 40-45 mile an hour. And the camera tracked that car, and I was like, oh, like that I couldn't believe it tracked the car. Then it tracked again and zoomed in on the back of the car as it was going down the road so you could read the license plate, and I was like, oh, again. And then it went further down the road, and the camera tracked again in on the back of the car again, and you could make out exactly the make, model, year, and everything of the car, and still read the license plate on it. And the car's going 45 mile an hour down the road past in front of the studio. And I was like, oh, again. And my wife's like, are you okay? You know, so I'm just fucking flabbergasted. I expect this out of a camera that costs $10,000, $15,000. The AI and the tracking of this. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not military grade tracking for putting rounds on target of a jet flying across. It's not that, okay? But it's way more than you need to be able to detect something in your yard. It never needs to be better than what this capability. I mean, it could be a little better, but you're at a point now of, you know, you're equal with Fort Knox, you know, as far as their camera capability. I mean, they got a better zoom, but for the auto track and the detector and the fact that it's got a spotlight on it, and that's the spotlight on it is cool as hell, because and so When I first got it up, I went out and walked around, and I didn't realize that I had not turned off the spotlight. And as soon as I came around the corner of the studio, it picked me up and lit me up with the spotlight. And I was like, whoa, shit. And then I was like, well, let me see how good this thing is. So I took off out around towards the back of the studio, and it followed me right around the back. And I was like, okay, this will work. So what we've done is we've got 3 of these up now. We put one on the back, and then we put another one on the front. And then I said, well, if they run around the side of the studio here, I want to be able to track them over here too. So Christina and I went and pitched in and got another one and put it on the side of the studio. So now 3 sides of the studio are covered by these cameras. So you can't get anywhere near the studio. Anytime the critters come, if they come behind, so this camera that you see on the screen now covers, not that one, but this one. This covers all the area behind the studio, and then we got another one that covers beside the studio, and then another one that covers the street in front of the studio. Okay, and here comes, let me get this up here for you. Here comes Willard. Yeah, I don't know what a Ring camera costs, but I would have one of these way before I bought a Ring camera. I like this way better than a Ring camera. A Ring camera doesn't track the person going across your yard. A Ring camera doesn't have an alarm in it. A Ring camera doesn't have a spotlight in it. A Ring camera doesn't have an infrared illuminator in it. A Ring camera doesn't have a auto track in it. And this will notify you over your cell phone just like a Ring camera will. Plus, this has an alarm in it. Yeah, I don't know what a Ring camera costs. These are $200. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. Um, I might be able to do that, I guess. I hadn't thought about it. It's been a long time. It's been a year since I added anything to my Amazon store. I had to remember how to do it. No, that's not Bertha. That is Willard. Bertha's coming up again. Hey, you're the one that put the vegetables out there, so, you know, as far as they're concerned, that's their yard, too. Yeah, Willard's scarfing. Yeah, the light that's on right now is a 15-watt fluorescent drop light. There's Bertha. We feed them cat food by the pound, grapes, apples, variety of other things. Oh yeah, definitely eggs. Well, you'll see, they eat a few pounds every night because that bowl that she's in right there, that's a bowl for a Great Dane. The bowl's huge. I can't eat that bowl full of food. In fact, if that were a bowl full of mashed potatoes, I'd eat on it for a week. So they empty that bowl and two other bowls about every night. So they're not all the way licked clean in the morning, but they're pretty close. Yeah, if you want possums, put out seedless grapes. All you got to do is just put out seedless grapes, I'm telling you. If you want to see possums, you put out seedless grapes. Seedless grapes are crack cocaine to possums. Possum will do anything for a seedless grape. They'll even play dead. Well, it's been interesting. The coons haven't shown up. We have coons in the area because we've seen them, but not a single coon has came here. There went Bertha. All right, here comes Bertha again, and you're going to see the babies this time, or get a glimpse. So here she comes. Now, pay close attention to the end of her tail. See how she does the end of her tail right here? That's a quick way to tell Bertha. See that? Right there. All right, did you see that? That was the baby possums back here at the back. I'm going to rewind it for you. We'll go slow-mo here. All right, so watch close when she turns here. You're going to see. I've never seen him touch green beans or any kind of beans. They don't like those. We already tried those. We tried a green bean casserole, and or green bean medley or bean medley or whatever. They didn't touch it. Grapes and dry cat food, stuff in the green bag. All right, so watch right here. See right there? So one of the possums is going to play peekaboo here in just a second. See him? See him right there? She closes the pouch back up. See there? Now watch. She's going to take another step and you're going to see another baby possum try to stick his head out again. See there? See that? It is. Look how far it is from her derriere all the way down to there. This is halfway down between her legs. It's almost to her belly. So it's halfway between her belly button and her derriere. It is on our kangaroo, but it's from the back so they can climb in from the back instead of the front because they don't stand up like a kangaroo. But you climb up and into it. The hole can't be on the bottom or they would fall out. The hole has to be on the back. Just like that. Otherwise they would be falling out of the bottom of it. See how low it is? Right here. It's all the way down here. So it's kind of like a tunnel on the bottom of her, and the door's at the back. Yeah, they will ride on their mama's back when they get bigger, but we just found out she was pregnant a week ago. And we found that out by the fact that she was curling up leaves with her tail, which is a nesting behavior. And it's too early for the cold for it to be that way, so she's pregnant. Yeah, technically she's eating for 14 right now. Her and 13 offspring. Yeah, the female possum can have up to 20 babies, but they don't all make it into the pouch. And it wouldn't matter if all of them did make it into the pouch. There are only 13 nipples. There's 12 in a circle and 1 in the middle. So there's only 13 placeholders. It's not like the babies can swap nipples. Once they latch onto one, they stay on that one for the duration. So the maximum she can have is 13. And considering that that happened up underneath of the studio, there's a good likelihood that all of them, or 13 of them, made it in there. So let's see what we got here. Oh, so here comes, I think this is Bubba. Let me see here. Yeah, that's Bub. No. I don't know who this is. That's not Bertha. No, we don't like the new camera. We love the new camera. Tails like Bertha, but I don't think it's Bertha. I think it's Bubba. So yeah, that's not Bertha. Bertha ran him out. Actually, possums are smarter than rats and dogs. Possums can remember where food is better than a rat or a dog, and a possum is better at going through a maze than a rat or a dog. All right, and this is what it looks like after it's filled up. So if you want to know how much cat food they go through in a night, that'll give you some kind of idea. So what is that? 2 or 3 pounds of cat food? This is a regular dog food bowl. That's a regular dog food bowl. This is a Great Dane dog food bowl. And then here's another bowl with 2 eggs on it. As much cat food as we buy, the people at the store probably think we're cat hoarders. We don't own a cat. In fact, we don't own any pets. We have no animals whatsoever. We do animal rescue. We have horses that we've rescued, and 2 of the possums that come into the backyard we have rescued. Here at the backyard here at the studio. Oh, the dog we found another home for. The dog was a rescue also. Yeah, John, I'll agree with that. Well, that cat just lives here at the studio. We don't know where he came from, but he stays here. We have, and it's crazy, but that's the studio cat. But we didn't bring him here. In fact, we have several of them that are here. All right, this is live. That's Willard right now outside. And you can see on Willard's ears here. See that little heart right there on the tip of Willard's ears? That's how you can tell Willard. Looks like a little heart or a diamond shape on Willard's right ear. No, well, the other Stuart's got white lines that just go across the top of his ears. Stuart's got this little diamond here on his right ear. So that's how I always spot Stuart. Willard and Stuart. Willard has the deeper white, and Stuart just has a stripe along the top of the ear. Oh yeah, Kevin, it's a badass camera, dude. Badass. So all of you that chipped in for the cameras, thank you very much. It's been a blessing to be able to get this kind of resolution, and it auto tracks. So if the critters run across the yard behind the studio, it stays right on them. And I can pick which lens I'm looking through too. See there? Oh yeah, it's a hell of a track. I'm impressed. No, the cam I use is not in the description, but let me see if I can go find it and I'll put it in there. Hold on. That's the camera. Brand name of it is in the chat. Link to it is also in the chat. Yes, we still got it on sale. So you gotta order it now, and then we got it on yeah, we got it on sale, and then we got them, I think it was 4 days later. So we now keep in mind, whatever DVR you get, you have got to upload or upgrade the DVR with the software to get the camera to work. The camera will not work with a standard DVR without the DVR being upgraded, because this is a brand new technology to put two cameras in one like this without two cables, and so you have to upgrade your DVR. That only took a minute with a thumb drive. All you got to do is put in the model number of your DVR, and you're good to go. Oh, by the way, possums are house breakable, and they're very clean. Bertha came back out, and everybody runs for their own corner. You can use any of their DVRs. You can also use the capture card. I don't know how to use the camera straight with the computer, although it can be done. There's a way you can log into the IP, and it will show you both lenses or both images at the same time. I've never done it on the computer, but you can. I just used it, but you have to use the Rio Link DVR. I have the I have the 24 channel DVR at the studio because we've got cameras all over the place. I got more fucking cameras than NBC, so that's how we're using their big 24 channel DVR is what we've got. Well, we got to have cameras. I've had multiple death threats against me and so on and so forth. So we got cameras and guns everywhere. Yeah, they eat well. The wife tries to take pretty good care of them out there. She tries to go out behind the studio every night. Get them a good meal, smorgasbord buffet. Well, looky there, Tux comes to dinner. See how that auto tracks like that? That's what I love about this camera. And in fact, it's clear as a bell. Look at that. Yeah, those white whiskers and the white on the front of him and the way he looks at the camera, all suave and sophisticated. That's why we named him Tux. Right there, how he stares when Tux, yeah, he keeps looking at the camera out of the corner of his eye. When Tux first started eating here and we had the camera up, Tux would come and sit down at the bowl and just turn his head real slow and look at that camera like, what the fuck are you looking at? And he'd just sit there and stare at the camera. He'd look at the food bowl, he'd look back over at the camera. Then he'd look at the food bowl, look back at the camera, look at the food bowl, take a bite, and then look at the camera. And he just kept staring at the camera. So we weren't. You see the mud on Bertha's tail? That's why I'm not underneath of the studio. Yes, there are babies, but they are still in the pouch. And we know that because tonight she was looking the other way, and while she was looking the other way, one of the babies opened up the pouch on the back and looked out a little bit. Did it a couple times for us. Rewind, you'll see it. Look for the south end of a northbound possum. Yeah, they're North America's only marsupial. The males are called Jacks, the females are called Jills, and the babies are called Joeys. Yep, just like kangaroos. Hey, no problem. Happy to explain how the critters work here. So is that a fucking grand entrance or what? Did y'all see that? He just jumped across the fence and landed in the yard behind the studio. And the camera's like, hello, and spun around. This is why I love this camera. Oh God, the way you tell the difference between the male and the female is the male is way more spastic than the female. The female has a little bit different looking face to her, and the way you can tell that's the female right there. So see how she stays down and eats more, and the ears aren't going, and she doesn't look like she's on crack cocaine. No, there's no different markings. They look identical as far as the markings. The only way you can tell them apart is their face a little bit and their demeanor. See, she'll still look up, but she ain't nothing like Spaz. Spaz is like he's on crack cocaine, man. He's bouncing all over the fucking place. She's calm. And then Spaz Jr., it's real simple. He's just like Spaz, but smaller. It's a spitting image of Spaz's behavior. And Spaz Jr. also look identical except for size. I mean, Spaz is bouncing off the fucking walls. So here you get to see the she. So we've seen all three foxes here tonight. This has been a good night for the critters. And both eggs are still present too. Yeah, roger that, Marcelo. Spaz is like squirrel. And with Spaz, it's not even squirrel. It's leaf. Okay? Cricket. Bug. It doesn't matter. Anything will set Spaz off. But yeah, this is Mrs. Fox right here. She actually sits down to eat. All right, so in a little bowl, it's Seafood Melody by Heartland Farms cat food, and the foxes seem to like it. And then the big bowl is seafood from Walmart, kitty food. So special kitty brand. So both of those are seafood specials there. Special Kitty is their favorite. We tested all of them. Yeah, and they always get fresh eggs. So there's normally at least 2 or 3 different types of food. Fresh eggs, and there can be grapes or apples or whatever, but we have found out that that grapes are Willard's favorite food. Willard will eat grapes before anything else. It doesn't matter what's out there. Grapes are first, and Willard is always first to get the grapes. And that's the water bowl at the other end, and they normally drink about half of that every night. Now, the other crazy thing is when it's dry and there are no... Oh, look, he's taking an egg. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, he broke it. He's going to eat it right there. Oh, you dumbass. He broke it in half. And the half he took is the empty half. Or like the half she took, excuse me. So are you trying to say when you yell squirrel at your house, it means something a little different? Well, I guess you could say depends is a way to talk about what you found in your backyard. I mean, depends. You may need some depends if you laugh hard enough. I'm sorry, I missed something. Who's Bob? Oh, Roger that. Or Bob that. So, all right, now we got it. Bobtail. I'm with you. It's amazing he's lived this many years. That's a tall tale right there. No tailing what I'll tell you next. Well, Lady Belle, you be sure and tail us once you tell her the tale about the tail. Boy, he was moving out. There she is, back for seconds. Big Bertha.
Stop before you do. Well, I'm sitting here wondering, where's my long, tall baby now? Yeah. I used to take her out on Saturdays, and swinging we would go. Yeah, I'd take her out on Saturdays, and swinging we would go. I would do most anything just to swing that gal once more.
Alright, here we go.
She always felt like a dream, right here in my hands. Any cat who's played around with her understands. Well, I'm bluer than a hound dog, barking up a tree, crying, please, 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 Big Bertha, come on home to me. Well, I hope I never find him, the one that took my gal away. Yeah, I hope I never find him, the dude that took my cow away. 'Cause if I do, I'm telling you, you'll have the devil to pay. She always felt like a dream, right here in my hands. Any cat who's played around with her understands. Well, I'm bluer than a hound dog, barking up a tree, crying, please, 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 Big Bertha, come on home to me. Come on home to me. Whoa, come on home, baby. Well, I know she's just a golf club, Lord, she always sets me free.
Let me say it again.
Ronnie Millsap.
I said I know she's just a golf club, but she always set me free.
Let's wind it up.
So if you see my Big Bertha, tell that gal to hit a few from me. Yeah.
Thank you, Hall of Famer.
How's that guy?
And the name of the song in the background is also Big Bertha. Well, I can understand that, Lady Bill, because most likely you would find a Big Bertha on Bourbon Street. Here's Willard.
Boom, boom, bubble dum, oh, bum, 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 bubble dum. Bum, bum, bubble dum, oh, bum, 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 bubble dum. Bum, bum, bubble dum, oh, bum, 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 bubble dum. The party was jumping when Bertha got off of her stump. The whistles were blowing and everybody did the bump. But all the time Bertha had been working on a goodie. Now folks call it the Bertha Butt Boogie.
When Bertha Butt did her goodie, she started the Bertha Butt Boogie.
No question. Boom, boom, bubble dum, oh, boom, 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 bubble dum. Boom, boom, bubble dum, oh, boom, 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 bubble dum. When Bertha got moving, her hips were humming in the wind. The ground started shaking, no grass grew where she'd been. The music was pumping, the crowd had formed a ring. Our sisters yelled, "Boogie Bertha, do your thing!" For your information, Bertha had 3 sisters: Betty Butt, Bella Butt, and Bathsheba Butt.
When Bertha Butt did her goodie, she started the Bertha Butt Boogie.
I said no question. Boom, boom, bubble dum, oh, bum, 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 bubble dum. Boom, boom, bubble dum, oh, bum, 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 bubble dum. Hey, Leroy, get away from that woman. Boy, you'll never learn. Uh-oh, here comes the chocolate diet. Come here, suck it to me. Bertha stood back and yelled, "Betty, Bella, Bathsheba!" And the Butt sisters backed her up when she yelled, "I need you!" The Troglodyte, Leroy, Luther, and the Butt sisters all knew that the Bertha Butt Boogie was now the thing to do.
When Bertha Butt did her goodie, she started the Bertha Butt Boogie.
No question. Boom, boom, bubba-dum, oh, bum, 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 bubba-dum. Bum, bum, bubba-dum, oh, bum, 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 bubba-dum.
I'll suck it to you, Daddy.
Me like. Come here, woman, woman. Come on, I'm calling you, man. Yeah, the boogie. Boom, boom, weighing about 200. Got a smile like the pure sunshine. She got style and grace and a pretty face and a big, big, big behind. And when she sits around the house, I mean she sits around the house. But she's my gal and she's my pal, but she's plumb wearing me out. I said, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Pretty please, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Well, she likes to love a lot, and she's got a lot to love. Why, me and Bertha, we go together like a hand in a pair of gloves. I was short and fat when I met her, but now I'm tall and lean. Oh, well, good God, stop, don't get on top. Be the last you ever see of me. I said, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Pretty please, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Hold on. Well, she weighs in about 200. Got a smile like the pure sunshine. She got style and grace and a real pretty face and a big, big, big behind. And when she sits around the house, woo, she sits around the house. Oh, but she's my gal and she's my pal, but she's plumb wearing me out. I said, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. Pretty please, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. I said, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go, go, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go, go, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Pretty please, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go, 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 go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go, go, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. Go, go, go to sleep, Big Bertha. Pretty please, Big Bertha. Go to sleep, Big Bertha. I don't want to do it no more. I was riding my thumb out across the states when a truck pulled up and hit them big air brakes right outside of Abilene. I met Big Bertha, the truck driving queen. She shook my hand and put her gloves back on, jumped on them gears like a dog on a bone. I water jaw tobacco bulging in her mouth, grabbed a handful of wood and whooped that big truck south. Oh, Big Bertha, Bertha, the truck driving queen. Oh, bust my chin. She shoved so hard, she cut off my wind. She said, little feller, I'm a-looking for a man, and I'm gonna get him anywhere that I can. Then the truck got to spitting and it came to a stop. I jumped to the ground, started yelling for a cop. I wanted him to save me from the love and charms of this man-sized woman with man-sized arms. Oh, big Bertha, Bertha, the truck driving queen. Oh, big Bertha, Bertha, the truck driving queen. Oh, big Bertha, Bertha, the truck driving queen.
Well, I'm sitting here wondering, where's my long, tall baby now?
Yeah, the crazy thing, it's hard to believe that Willard has grown that much in just 6 months, 4 months. See, look at that auto track. That's the thing I love about this camera. Willard's like, go ahead and go back to eating. I'll go back and I'll wait on you. They don't like to eat together. They'll eat with the fox and they'll eat with the cats, but they won't eat with each other. Sometimes they will, but very, very rarely. Now, Bertha and Bubba will eat together, and I think that's because Bubba is Bertha's, well, let's just say Bubba is the father of Bertha's Joey's, and that's why Bertha and Bubba will eat together. But Bertha and Bubba are the only two that will eat side by side that we've seen so far. Every once in a while, one will come up while the other one's eating here and there, but Bertha and Bubba will eat out of the same bowl or bowl side by side. They're a pair, and Bubba keeps sniffing back there on the back end, and Bertha let him know last night, that shit's off limits. I got other stuff going on. So he ain't tried it since.
lunch crew company. I'm part of that.
Picked up a nigga, bitch, that popped me up.
I once knew a girl named Bertha. Oh, I loved.
Yeah, I used to be a paid chief, but that was then. I just volunteer now for 2 departments. The joke is I'm the volunteer paid guy. Yeah, he's a few years older than me, not many though. In what state, Coco? Oh, Maryland. Yeah, well, hell. I've probably been there. I've trained guys in Baltimore. What the fuck is the battalion chief's name up there? I'll have to go back through my records. I'm getting too old, but I've been in Captain Pace from out at the airport fire department from Baltimore. And then, see, I trained the Dixon Fire Department one night up there in Maryland. And then I trained over at Atlantic Beach one weekend in foam. Oh, he works for PG County. Well, shit. If he works for PG County, Hell, I used to live in PG County. I lived at the marina down there, National Harbor. Oh, all right. Well, I got a boat in Maryland there now, so my wife and I do. We used to live at National Harbor there. Where's he at in PG? Is he near a town or a city, or he's at a county station? Oh, okay. I know where that's at. That's not too bad. That ain't like being in Oxon Hill or anything like that. So is he like a captain or something? Battalion chief? Oh hell, if he was at Calverton, I've probably seen him. I used to go over to Calverton all the time. We were just across the river there. We bought the mattresses for our yacht in Calverton. Oh, okay. Well, I know how that goes. I'm at two departments and I don't have rank it either. Hey, good men are hard to find. Hey, Marcelo, where does that phrase come from, hookers and blow? Yeah, what movie? All right, we'll try to figure that out because I had a friend of mine that used to say that all the fucking time. He's dead now, but I don't know what movie that came from. Oh no, it's not hookers and blow. It's Hunter's Life. These are crack ho bimbo bitches is what he's going out with. That's not hookers and blow. Yeah, well, if it was Hookers and Joe, we'd be talking about the president and the vice president, but we're not. I'll be honest, I can't believe how much she is eating tonight. I think this is the most she has ever eaten uh, in one night here. This is her third time being here tonight. Yeah, I think it's Scarface. Yeah, well, possums only have a gestation period of 12 days before they move to the pouch. Possums can become pregnant 3 times in like 6 months, 9 months. All right, sorry guys, I was looking at possum videos here in the background. You know how that goes. All right, so that's live right there. We've caught up. All right, so there's still 13 of you in here. Do y'all want me to put up a night watch thing that y'all can hang out in on Inventor Lee Wilbarger or KLW World News so that you guys can watch the radar and listen to the emergency action messages and all that shit? Yay, nay. Y'all going to bed? Because I've been in the studio all day. I'm ready to go. I've been here for fucking 15 hours. All right, well, then we're out. All right, everybody, have a great night. We'll be back with breaking news. See ya.